Mix 1079, it's Andraé Stайлз, and it's a pleasure right now to have in studio with us. We got Tyler and Josh from 21 Pilots. Welcome home, guys.
Yeah.
What's up?
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So Tour de Columbus kicked off on Tuesday. You guys are at the basement, then the Newport, then it's going to be Express Live. You guys get a day off, and then at Nationwide, then the Shot.
Yeah.
So I saw a video, basement looked amazingly packed, everybody singing along to the songs and everything else like that. Sort of take me through the whole process of Tour de Columbus. I know because we had the basement, Newport, and Express Live sort of all came out together. Did you guys originally say, okay, we are doing 5 shows in Columbus, regardless if they sell out or not? Or was this, man, we didn't know this was going to be that big of a reaction. We got to add more shows.
When we first started releasing and announcing the whole concept, we knew that we were going to go all the way.
Yeah.
So we kind of picked that order, because that order is special to us. It kind of represents kind of our career here in Columbus, because we played all those small shows first here. And we really hadn't heard of another band doing that all kind of in 1 week in their hometown. We really thought it was a great thing to do. I don't know. It just kind of made sense, like, to wrap up the album cycle at home. Just
right here where it sort of all started for you guys.
Yeah.
Was there ever any thought of going, you know what, let's do Ohio Stadium. let's take it even bigger and grander.
We've been asked that a few times now. I guess maybe we need to. That sounds pretty much ridiculous to us. We still play shows and hope that people show up in our heads, because there's when you first start playing music, that's the number one concern is anyone going to show up. So for some reason, even though we haven't had that issue recently, there's still that little bit of I hope people show up, I hope people like it.
Well, and going back to your first question, I think there was kind of a gap in announcing shows to see how well some of them did as well, because we still go out and we're just like, I don't know if people are going to buy tickets, or are people over it, or are they going to come? And so that was a little bit of behind the scenes thought process too. It was like, are we going to be able to even do this?
Yeah. But you did, and I think that speaks volume to not only the fan base you have here in Columbus, where you guys are from and where you guys started, but also it speaks volumes to your guys' love for Columbus. You get artists that will sit here and say, yeah, I'm from such and such, I'm from such and such. But you guys claim Columbus, you go back even to the Grammy Awards, going up on stage and giving the shout out to the city and everything else. To me, it's when now people talk about Columbus, it's Ohio State football, 21 Pilots. You guys have pretty much put the city back on the map.
Well, that's an honor to hear you say that. I don't know. We've been all over the world now, and neither of us traveled very much before we started playing music, and so music has taken us. It's been the reason why we got on an airplane. I think I flew one time before I started playing music in this band. And when I was 19 or 20, it's like my second time on an airplane. So it's kind of all I know. But at the same time, between 21 and where I am now, we've been all over now, and people ask where our favorite place is, and it's just there's nothing better. It really is. It's not like we're not trying to be sentimental or whatever. It really we like the highways here. There's logistic reasons why
270
we like
71.
Yeah, when I'm explaining the high, it's like, okay, the steering wheel is 270. Yeah, this is where we're going. It's like, no, we just like it here better.
So when you guys, do you ever? You guys have been on the road for forever. Do you ever get time to come back? And when you do, what do you guys enjoy doing when you're back in Columbus? Are there things that you're like, when we're back, even if it's for 24 hours, we got to go hit up these spots?
Yeah, I always try to make it to Hound Dogs. Nice. I always try to. I'm trying to think. Family is a big thing for us, so we're always hanging out with them, trying to get together with them, and try to be normal with them. A lot of times we'll have them out to shows. It's not really like a normal existence, just with the schedule of the day. So when we get home, always wanting to kind of do something active and hang out with our family is kind of a priority.
Is there normalcy when you guys come home though? Compare now to 4 or 5 years ago? Can you guys go to Hound Dogs? Can you go, to campus area or Short North or Easton or Polaris, whatever it is, and walk around with people, hounding you and mobbing you guys?
I think it's interesting because there's such a normalcy within the family setting. I think when we, like Tyler said, we get home and we do just kind of chill with our families and stuff, and that's just that's the people that raised us and that we grew up with, and none of that stuff's changed at all. But some of our new normal is kind of just like realize, because like when I get into Columbus, I got like a huge list of things that I gotta like go eat or drink or hang out, and also I'm just like so excited. But with that, it's kind of like now I think consequently from the band getting bigger, there might be people that like stop and take a photo, and that just kind of, I think if you kind of just go into it realizing that that's part of the thing, then it is kind of what it is.
No stalker fans or no one in high school that was like, you guys aren't going to amount to anything now, coming up to you guys like, hey, can I get tickets to this show, please?
I've learned I have a lot more cousins than I thought. A lot of cousins.
Like third cousin twice removed or something else like that popping up.
Yeah.
You guys talked about, I know family's huge for you guys. Is your family coming to all 5 shows of the tour to Columbus? Are they going to be at all 5 of them?
They didn't go. Not our brothers went to the basement.
Yeah.
So we got our younger brothers to come to that one.
Yeah.
That one's probably the most crammed.
Right.
I think we will have family at all the shows. Maybe not like our whole family at every show, but they'll kind of like spread out. I think
Yeah. And my brother was also like, I don't think I'm gonna go to this show. I have a basketball game. It's like, okay, yeah, you go do your like rec league basketball game, and my dad's like, yeah, I might go watch him play basketball.
You're like, thanks, Dad.
Well, it's like you're doing 5 shows in a week.
Right.
You know, they can miss a few. It's all right.
Well, and you just had your dad up on stage at was it Firefly for Father's Day?
Yeah.
So I know that's pretty cool being able to bring him up there and have him with you for Father's Day.
Yeah, we get to bring family out to different shows.
He stole the show.
Did he?
Yeah, he kind of he shut it down, as they say.
Did they say that?
He dropped the mic and walked off the stage and was like, that's it, I'm done. Well, I mean, I've seen even with Tour de Columbus, you guys have, I mean, not only fans from Columbus, fans from Cleveland, Cincinnati, all over the states, but even people flying in from Dublin, Ireland. I mean, coming here for these shows. That's the impact that you guys are having on these fans. And your fan base is huge, going by the click and everything else like that, which is amazing to have. Did you ever imagine having this large of a fan base and this loyal of a following? I mean, even because you guys are doing the art show now with the fan art show.
Yeah.
And so you've sort of, broadened out with the fans and made them a part of everything.
I think from the beginning, we've always kind of had really big dreams and visions, which I think any artist should if they're creating art that they believe in. But I don't think you can't like expect what this is exactly. And I think in this art night is kind of, we look at, there's so many talented people that have kind of embraced this band and embraced us, and then made art that kind of goes along with it. And so it's so cool to look at that and see that on a daily basis on Twitter or Instagram, or people give us art. So to showcase it in this way seemed really cool to us.
Speaking of art, you guys obviously have a lot of art and ink on your bodies, and you guys were at the Newport a couple years ago and did the tattoos on each other. Any tattoos planned for these shows on stage?
Do you know how to tattoo?
I do not.
Okay.
You probably wouldn't trust me with the ink in my hand, but
well, so far we've gotten 2 stage tattoos.
Right.
One of them we did on each other, and then the other one was like by pros. And so far, nobody's known how to tattoo.
It's always So I tattooed my name on Josh, and I never tattooed before, obviously, and I just went over it too many times.
Yeah.
And now it's like really, I have a heavy hand, they call.
Did it hurt?
It hurt him.
Yeah.
It's bold.
It's never going to fade. You don't have to get it retouched up at all.
I wear it proud.
Yeah. Nice.